Hi guys, BellaDonna Black here. This following story comes from the subreddit Let's Never Meet. So turn off the lights, get comfortable, and let's begin. I've read almost every story here and haven't posted anything on Reddit before, but decided this was as good a time as any to share this creepy story. For the last few years, I've been really into urban exploring and photographing old homes, farms, factories, and cars left behind to rot and be reclaimed by nature. I know this is dangerous and controversial hobby, and I never explore alone or break in entry. I just love capturing images of memories left behind. One of the abandoned houses we went to this summer was off a long stretch of highway with nothing around except some farms spread out far from each other. I had spotted this house numerous times from the road and knew from experience with other properties that it showed signs of no longer inhabited. Imagine a beautiful old home, some boarded up windows and others left as gaping holes, graffiti on the outside, memories scattered on the lawn, and no one in sight for an entire drive off the highway and down winding roads to get there. We passed a handful of farms and homes so far back from the road they looked like doll houses. The house we are going to explore sits right next to the bridge, which the highway passes over, down an embankment and on the edge of a river. I'm with a good guy friend of mine that I always go on these exploring adventures with, named Chris, and his girlfriend Sarah, who I've met a few times before. We park at the end of the long driveway and walk up nearly a kilometre to the house. The driveway leads us back to the house, so we walk around to the front door, and there's lots of debris surrounding the house. Old records, letters, prescriptions, paperwork, greeting cards and art. Seems like all of the insides of the house are outside. Not terribly unusual, but some of the windows are missing. I stop and read some of the cards and take pictures of the old records left in the lawn. We go around the side of the house and approach the front, and there's a large freshly patted down rectangle of dirt, with nearly the size of a deep freezer, big enough to fit a body. I'm not sure why this was my first thought. Too many horror movies maybe. We stand around apprehensively, trying to reason this out. The house has been abandoned for at least 7 years, going by dates and correspondence we found outside the home. The dirt has been freshly dug since winter. Unable to come up with a reasonable explanation, we make the choice to still go inside. Although we are on edge and I can feel my heart beating faster. I approach the door, twist the handle and open it. What is the first thing we see in the doorway? A small machete on the floor next to an illustrated book of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I know what is there before reading the title, because I had a copy of the same little yellow book when I was younger. My heart races. I'm breathing shallowly, but try to be brave. So I go into the house first. Chris and Sarah follow closely behind. It's darker because of the boarded up windows on the side of the house. A little streams of sunlight peeking through the boards blind me when they catch my eyes. But they light up the way for us and cast a glow on the debris of the hallway. An old fridge and a deep freezer lying on their side. I feel compelled to look inside them. Paranoia tells me this is a body inside. But there's nothing. In the last part of the hallway leading to the rest of the house is a heavy and rusting metal shovel resting against the wall. The living room is darker still, and empty, save for a bit of illegal graffiti and an old rusted out walker. All things, it was the low, rusty walker that really gave me the creeps. In the dining room, there were knives scattered all over the floor and the debris. So many knives. When we look in the kitchen, none of the other utensils have been taken out of the drawer, just the knives. I peek in the bathroom and marvel at the old bottles and containers. We make our way upstairs and we're taking pictures of random things we find in the rooms and commenting on different objects, like the watch that no longer ran and was hung up by a nail, or the pair of hockey skates sitting on a chair. When we come into the last room, the bedroom, and there are knives stuck all into one wall. We're a little perturbed by this, but chalk up the knives to rowdy teens. We were standing near the stairs to go down to the first floor and head home when we hear an angry, raspy man's voice shout, "Hello!" My blood runs cold. The grave outside, and a nice, I've said a very eerie, horror movie type feel to this house. We stand still in the silence as the air starts to feel thick. I kick myself for not listening to the signs that were telling me not to go inside. "Who's in there?" Again the angry, raspy voice rails into the house. We are starting to panic and look at each other for reassurance while asking each other quietly, "Who do you think it is? A drifter? A killer? A nearby farmer who saw our car at the end of the driveway?" We weigh out our options in whispers, and I say, "Let's just get out of the house, and we can be honest and tell them we were just taking photos of the old house. It's probably a neighbour or someone who saw our car, and worst comes to worst, we run." Again the voice, "Hello, who's there? Hello, I'm coming in." The voice is angry, and you can almost hear it shaking with rage. We clamber down the stairs as quickly as we can, jumping down multiple stairs at once. Chris leads the way, with me and Sarah running right behind him. There is an unboarded window in the dining room, with the knives on the floor towards the back of the house. Chris vaults through the window. I follow without hesitation, and Sarah does too. The yelling was thankfully coming from the front of the house, where the door and the grave was, meaning they would take longer to get to us because they would have to run round the house to follow us. We ran the entire length of the driveway back to the car, without looking behind us, jumped in and locked the doors, and started the car. The reason it was so unsettling was because it would have been such a far distance for anyone to have walked from the homes we had passed. There was no vehicle parked near the house, and as we looked back while driving away, no one came out, leaving us to wonder, who was it? Whoever it was, let's never meet again, especially not in an abandoned house with knives and graves. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel.